Full house today. What's going on here?
Oh, we just really need to paint the Cortina bonnet, so...
You could paint a whole car in that.
You honestly could. Like, it spreads so good.
That's
it's
really
nice
not
and
bad.
textured. It's really, I'm doing a really good job to you. I don't know if you really noticed.
Look, here's the theory. We'll see how dear that is. We'll paint the whole drift car in that.
And then we can draw dicks.
Well, I wasn't going to draw...
You get some chalk and paint it whatever the fuck colour you want.
Well, so what's the plan with it? This is our blackboard.
Yeah,
this is where we list all of our cars.
Blackboard, so we can sort of try and organise what we're doing. And yes, no, I'm not using any sort of tray or
That smells good.
whatever. Yeah, it smells better than that other paint last weekend, I'll tell you.
Probably shouldn't say that, but yeah, it smells top notch. We're making a chalkboard. We're building a roof. Building a roof on the container there for storage because we've kind of running out of storage in the shed here. We've got maybe a patrol motor coming out and maybe some drift AU stuff. But
Yeah, well, we've got a bit on just for today, but coming up, like that's why we've got the chalkboard sort of going, so we can sort of work out what we've got on and what we're doing and who's doing what and when and how we're getting it done. Because look, we all work and stuff.
only pussies work. Pussies work full-time day jobs.
You work like day and night.
One time I quit and then I had no money next week, so I had to go back.
Yeah, look, there's a thing with life, you need to work.
One time I quit and I built a Cortina motor. That's now.
Oh, really?
Alright, this is Ranger's project for the day.
Yeah, look,
We got
arts and crafts for the day.
chalkboard. We did chalkboard because we knew Reese was going to come around and draw dicks if we did a permanent marker job. So now he can draw all the dicks that he wants and we'll rub them off. But there will be a dick on there at one point. Alright, let's get a list going.
Oh, fuck yeah, right, what are we?
Alright, so patrol. Motor out. Alright, we've got, what we'll do is we'll get a list happening and we'll come back to this.
Yeah, there's a standard chalkboard. It does look like a TETF Cortina bonnet, but it's actually a chalkboard. So here's the stuff we're doing today, so we can already cross out this chalkboard because that's done.
Yeah, we made that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's done. So we'll cross that out.
Yeah, we can cross that. I'll do that now.
Oh, there you go. Is that?
Something else to be done. Kind of physical, no kind of line is that. Where's the rubber? Like, where's the...
No, you got to put a line through it so people can still see that we've done that.
Barracuda pipes. Pete's on that.
So it's getting done, so yeah.
Diff gears. Ben and I are on that.
And then trial motor.
Trial motor. Barry's doing that by himself.
Yeah, he is, because I'm over here talking about a chalkboard.
Yeah.
Good looking chalkboard.
And on the side we've got the long term stuff. We've got Ben's only got one car. No, he's got the
He's got the penny or whatever.
Got the Pintara. JDM Ben, and he's only got the Fairmont on the board.
JDM Ben.
It's not looking good. I'm winning with the JDM spec cars there.
Yeah, look, I've got a couple.
No, you got the Crusader. That's not really anything car, but Crusaders aren't.
What do you mean an anything car?
They're just rubbish. They're just rubbish bin cars.
Not that one.
Yes.
Been up on the Crusader already?
Yeah, I thought he had.
No, look, it's just, that's long term.
It's been for the last 30 years.
Long term.
So XD,
That's
the Fairmont with a single cam in it, not the Barra Fairmont.
Realistic long term.
yeah, there's lots
The
of
Cortina, you've seen a little bit of that. Ben's Fairmont, haven't seen much of that, but it's a twin cam turbo Fairmont. My Mazda,
I'll put Mazda
Bongo van.
No, if you wanted to.
That's a Mazda Bongo van that I got. And that's my Civic ES1, which I'm going to hopefully turn into an all-wheel drive 180 killer. And then we got Ranger's 180, Ranger's EB Fairmont that we stole all the good parts off of, and Ranger's Crusader that he inherited, which he's got some sentimental value to, which is the only way to have a Crusader, otherwise there's shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't buy it any other way, but no, it means a lot, so it's a long term, very long term, that's going to cost a lot of money to get that there.
What's Ranger whinging about today?
No, I'll have a life in it.
He has like this set amount of things he whinges about.
Yeah, I pick out of the list each morning when I wake up, and I'm just like whinge about this, this, and then whinge a Birry about everything else that I can think of.
Fair enough.
I'm like, this sticker here, I'm like, oh, it's a bit shit. So I'm
Save
like,
that for tomorrow.
yeah, so I'm like, that's on the list for tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I'll ring him while I'm at work. While he's sitting here doing nothing all day.
Oh yeah.
So what's going on here anyway? We're doing a motor out of another patrol.
Series 4,
Series 4.
30.
Smells like urine and there's there's coolant on the
The
ground.
urine's actually rang.
Oh, yeah, that's
Don't want a drain tray or anything?
No,
Yeah, me too, yeah.
I want to lay in that.
I'll just get that, alright?
Oh, well, at least
Here, let me get I'll get it for you. It's alright. Anything else you want me to do?
these things hold 700 litres of water.
Well,
And it's still not enough to keep them cool.
Yeah, they still overthink it will go up a slot.
patrol track's already started this early in.
Oh, look, I have a real hate for these engines.
Right, so this is an engine out
So many
job.
and they only take two hours to do, remember? Yeah, we take an engine out, it's going to get rebuilt.
I've had bad
Engine out to get rebuilt.
Get rebuilt.
Okay, that's different. It's not a barrel swap, this one.
No, it's not. Hey, have you got 10 minutes?
Alright, so this is going to be in the yard without a motor for a month or so?
Yeah, and how long your mate takes to rebuild.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, probably a while. In here we've got some cooler piping happening on the barrel swap DL. We've got Pete here today doing that, setting all this stuff up. So hopefully we can get that buttoned up.
Going on with a big single cam.
Oh, she's going in for a date with James first on the 21st. So, yep, nailed that. Don't want
So that pinion seal's going to leak all over Jamie's dyno.
no. Bonding, cool. That's great. That's great.
So we'll take the spool out of the 3.9s that's in the Fairmont and we'll put it into here, in the spool into here. And we'll put this back together and it'll be a 345 mini spool to go back into the Fairmont to go to get dyno tune. I think we just 3.9s might be a bit short for it. It's a bit wild with the C4. The C4 has a pretty short first gear. I mean, it has a pretty short first gear behind a mild Cleveland, let alone torque monster like a single cam turbo. Not saying the Cleveland's not a torque monster.
Mate, the Cleveland put the earth off balance last time I got a dyno tune.
They did. They sent that to you, didn't they? Said, "Hey, mate, you got to slow down."
I got a
Noticed
text
that.
from Southeast Queensland weather saying there was an earthquake on the way.
Yeah.
But I had to text them first time what time the dyno tune was. So let that over there overnight there to get mildew through it and
And water, yep. No doubt it'll probably rain.
right now.
What are you doing besides singing lessons, mate?
Changing. You might want to hold that. That sounds ready to roll out.
No, the other axle's in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the other one's still in. But yes. 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 Alright, this time it's going to fall, so. You ready?
I'm ready. Didn't fall.
Because you're holding it.
I touched it.
Alright, so that one's from that side.
So yeah, it's the next day and we're I won't show you the car because there's a big hole in the floor, but we're taking the 3 9s out and putting in 3 9s, 3 7s.
3 9s.
3 9s. We're taking the 3 9s out and putting the 3 45s in, like we talked about yesterday. So yeah, basically we're going to put so that's the full spool. We're going to knock those gears off, put the 345 crown wheel on there, bang it all back together, and have a 345 full spool for the single cam PF, so we can go to the dyno. When's the dyno booked in?
21st.
How far away is that?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. That might not happen yet because he might chicken out. It's been booked in a few times. He's pulled the pin on it a few times.
Did you have that socket?
Leave it on there for too long.
I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, they're big brakes for an E-Series. Like I said, I bet you're wondering how I've got 530mm brakes on the way. E-Series. Like when I get them on there. So they're 320, is that right?
388.
Yeah, gee. No, I think they're 320mm. Whatever the turbo territory brakes are.
Okay.
As long as for E-Series, people say for AU you got to space them out. Which, I don't know, this is E-Series. But E-Series, on the brackets back here, if you come have a look. In here, there's a little extra nub, like a little spacer, like part of the bracket. I've just taken that off, and then you see it centers. So, well, obviously if there's pressure on the wheel, it centers. And that's how you make them fit. That's the territory brake line. I don't know why I use that on that side, but the Falcon brake line's on that side. So either one works.
I'd see you got the high pressure hose on there. Yeah,
that's a join.
oh yeah,
That's why I've got
yeah.
the brakes.
So it self bleeds as well because the air comes out of there.
It brakes on the back of an E-Series. Next is big wheels. See the big wheels there? You too could have them wheels. I'll teach you. Teach you some wheels.
Pretty sure they're just Chinese wheels, mate. There's nothing to teach anybody.
No, it's not that. It's the fact that...
You know your offsets, mate.
Well,
These wheels don't have offset on them, do they?
no.
That looks right.
That'll work. And guess what?
Give a little squint.
It worked. Worked like a champion. Right.
Anyway, we got brakes on. He's finished bragging about his brakes. We put the full spool 345s all done. We put the cover back on. We spent, at least 5 minutes polishing up this LSD tag because that's important. We had a little problem with the coilovers because, they're Commodore coilovers. I think it broke a timing chain on one of them.
Wasn't really a problem.
Oh, it kind of was. And here's the Rico on them. Maybe that's how you Rico your brakes. Full Rico.
Mark taught me how to do this. Mark Reed, if you're watching.
It does have box control arms in the bottom. Has a factory EF arms because they're the only ones you can run really when you've got the single bolt hole crappy diff like this does. It does have Super Pro bushes in the top and they're Nylofane arms. What else has it got? It's got this monstrosity thing here. Got this little diff breaker.
This is a straight line car, this one.
Yeah, so we've got the Commodore.
You can tell by this. That big pipe there tells you you're not going around corners.
Tells you how much it drives it too by how much rust is in that
Hey, that's
pipe there. Oh, it's got a bit of a... That
Hey,
works.
hey.
It works. It's got a deep pan. It's built. It's got a... What is that? What bow housing's that?
That is...
A Dello or
No, that is a torque power.
torque power?
It's got a ASNU converter in it. Standard flex plant. Because it's a single cam, not a barra. So
So it won't vibrate at least.
a special one.
Not much to see down here. It's not that different from
Been in a few.
Keep Ingles. It's got a balancer on it because it's a 4G motor. But yeah, we haven't seen any oil leaks yet because it hasn't been driving. So Got a custom tail shaft. Got a thingy here. That thing, whatever that is. Whatever you call that. Whatever kids call that these days. Something that doesn't fit, so we made a special part. That's about it, really. So we got the diff done because, yeah, as we said, it's got to go to force to be tuned, and then we'll see how it goes after that, I guess. There's not really any plans with this car besides we might take it to maybe to roll racing, maybe to Power Cruise. That's ever on again? Is that on again?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to go Power Cruise. Anyway, yeah, that's done. So yeah, that's it, alright. That's about it. That'll wrap it up for today. Once we lower it down and put that back on, get the wheels back on, and then we got to sort out the brakes. We've got a braking problem. Something wrong with the brakes, so we've got to work that out. That'll be our next mission. Where are they?
Just on that bench.
Oh, you put them right over here. Does they smell good?
Well,
Smells like desperation, really.